Hi dears, welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's me, Anna, with you here. And today it's Monday, which means that we will be talking about the latest and most fresh update on the news and situation here in Spain. Not only about the situation we will be talking, but also about what the latest restrictions are to come here to Spain from the UK, and a lot more news waiting for you. So let's start. Let's start with the situation first. As you all might know, during the weekend we don't really receive the exact amount of new cases that we have, and the index also does not increase since obviously no one is working in the government. But what we do know is that a few of the regions have already reported slightly less cases than they usually were having, which kind of gives us an idea that in a few days, maybe maximum a week, we will hit the peak and start decreasing slowly but surely. By the way, the president of our country, Pedro Sanchez, has decided to buy more than 340,000, I think it's 344, if I'm not wrong, of pills for from Pfizer to basically treat the COVID. You know, they've had they've did like these pills that you can take that decreases the amount of virus in your body like by 88%, and there's like way less chance, even if you're not vaccinated, to get into the ICU units or have like a fatal effect. So at least 344,000, that's something, but it's already good. So the government is taking this seriously, and instead of locking us down and making severe restrictions, they're going other way to help us to survive during these times when a lot of people are infected and reinfected, even up till 4 times with the same variant of the virus. So this is basically what's going on. I think that this week we'll hit already the index of 3,000, like very easy. And I think this is going to be the case. There's still quite a while up until we can say that the situation is getting better. I know a lot of people were asking in social media, everywhere online, on different websites, on what will be happening with restrictions right now, when you know already when you're going back to UK it's way easier. But what is happening when you come here? What exactly do you need to do? What do you need to have in terms of documents to be able to travel safely, freely, without any kind of issues at the airport? I found all this information for you, and I'll let you know what you need to do. First of all, the most important thing is that since you know that UK is considered a third country, so it's not in European Union anymore and not in a Schengen zone in general, what you need to do is to have the vaccination certificate. It's something that's obligatory as for now. It might change because before, you know, antigen tests and PCR tests were kind of accepted by the Spanish government, but since the situation went worse and worse each day, not only there, here as well, they've decided that the vaccination will be the only thing that will be accepted to travel. So you need to have the certificate. It's always, it was kind of said that it was obligatory to fill in the form on the Spain Travel Health website, where you fill in your certificate details, and then you get like a Spanish QR code that you will need to show at the airport. But there is also the information that the app of NHS, the app of NHS, National Health System, I suppose it's called in UK, this is also accepted at the airports as the certificate, and a specific letter from the NHS is also accepted every time when you have all the necessary details inside of this certificate: your name, last name, your passport details, your address, how you've been vaccinated, when you've been vaccinated, with which kind of medication, like all this needs to be in these documents. But if you have it, the NHS system certificates are also accepted when you travel. The difference and the uncertainty comes when you talk about children. There's a lot of misleading information online, but I've always told you that if you want the exact information, I'm always giving it from the Spain Travel Health official website, which is the government official website. You can also read it there. I'm gonna put your link right here down below the this video in the first comment fixed by me. In the comment section, there you can go and you can check all the restrictions by yourselves. But it's basically the same information that I'm giving you, which is 100% real time as for now. So in terms of children, all the adults need to have the vaccination certificate, right? and they need to be able to provide it with a QR code to the authorities when they're asked. Children from 12 till 17 years old, because from 18 it's not already. So from 12 until 17, right now they're treated exactly as adults. So they also need the same type of vaccination certificate to be able to travel. The difference comes for the children less than 12 years old. These children, since not in all countries the vaccination has started for smaller children less than 12, it's not obligatory. So by law, as it states in the Spain's travel health website, children less than 12 don't need the vaccination certificate. If they have it, that's perfect. If they don't, you can still travel with these smaller children. The only thing is they still need the QR code. So basically how they explain this is that you still need to register in the Spain Travel Health website. But when you put the age of the person, and since it's less than 12, the system automatically recognizes it and does not ask you the vaccination details. They allow you to proceed without it, and the QR code is still generated for your traveling. It just says that it's less than 12 years old, so the vaccination is not obligatory. That's basically it. This is how the system works right now. If there will be any changes, I'll let you know immediately, but as for now, this is what is on the official government's website. In terms of traveling, did we have any kind of changes? Yes, of course we did. I've been checking the official statistics for Jet2 holidays and for the EasyJet, which are the most popular airline companies that people use to travel here to our zone, in general to Spain from UK. And I've been very, very surprised with the results. Jet2 Holidays have revealed a few days ago that their bookings for Spain from UK have increased by 150%, which is unreal. We've expected a kind of small boom of bookings, but such a big increase, we did not expect that. Although it's amazing for our country, for the economy, it's great, don't get me wrong, but we just did not expect that on happening. And the EasyJet have reported officially more than 200% increase in bookings. Doesn't matter if it's just short bookings for a few days, like for a weekend or a longer stay, but still they're there. People are coming once again. They say it's due to the fact that the PCR testing was cancelled on your way back to UK. I suppose it's the case, obviously, because it was extra money, like it was extra quarantine time until you get the results. It was extra waiting and some negative experience stress after your holidays. So people just thought it was not necessary, let's call it like that. But right now, when it's not there anymore, when it's not as strict, people start to come to our region, which is just amazing news. And with all this being said, I want to let you know what's happening in Benidorm's hotels. In general, our area, as you know, was getting quite empty. There was a good increase in bookings for New Year and for Christmas, literally last minute bookings. So it was quite nice atmosphere in Benidorm going on. We filmed on New Year and you've seen how many people were on the beach watching for the fireworks. If you still did not see that video, go and check it. It's going to be right here on the screen, or you can find it in the videos playlist about Benidorm and recommended videos. So there's quite a lot of people, and I've even asked my hubby, he works at a hotel in Benidorm. I've asked him what the reservations are like right now, and he said that they've went from having 70, 80 people more or less a day inside of the hotel towards 140, 160 tourists a day, which is like a double. It doubled up in just a few days, which is great news. And I think with all this being said, a lot of the hotels that were still open, but we're kind of thinking of maybe we should close, it's not a good time right now, I think they will think it double before they decide to make such an important decision, because people are coming. People are starting to come, which is just great for everyone who are working right now. My hubby's on holidays, but he said that if things will continue that way, he will be asked to come back to work very, very soon, sooner than we thought it will be happening. Also, the great news is that Benidorm finally will start receiving Inserso, which is third age groups, third age people who are living here in Spain, retired people, pensionists. And they could not come because the government did not sign the contracts for like low price for specific offers for these people to be able to come. Right now everything is signed and first people are coming already in the few next days during this week to Benidorm. So it just could not be better. Like, even though we have a lot of cases here in general in Spain, even though they say situation is worse than ever, but these cases are light. People are not getting sick as bad as they were, you know. Tourists are coming, Imserso is coming, hotels will be able to breathe a little bit more. And I just feel that everything is just nice with all this amazing weather as well. We are just being positive and enjoying our lives and thinking that it's not as bad as it seemed at the beginning of this year. And I think in the next few days when we will be heading to Benidorm to film some more interesting videos and film some bars, restaurants, cafeterias for you guys. As I've told you before, this is going to be the new series saga here on the channel. First series of videos ever that I did. So I think we will be able to see definitely an increase of people on the streets, on the beach and in bars and restaurants, which is just the best thing we could have ever asked for our region right now in January. And what about the weather that is waiting all of you, those of you who are deciding to come back to Benidorm right now in January? As you can see, I'm even without a jacket. It's so nice, so warm outside that it's just incredible. We've had quite a few days of colder weather, but now 22, 23 degrees are back again to Benidorm. Even though tomorrow and the day after it's going to be slightly less, but still every now and then we'll have these gorgeous warm days here. The sun is shining. There are a few clouds every now and then, but it's not something major, as you can see behind me, behind the mountains. And all this type of weather will be in Mediterranean area, south parts of Spain. On the north, there might be some rain, though it's going to be quite cloudy. But what they say is that tomorrow, it's very strange because on the big map, it does not say it. But when you zoom in the map, it actually says that it might be raining in Benidorm tomorrow in the morning between 6 and 1 p.m., more or less like 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. It might be raining just a little bit in Benidorm. It will be cloudy. But starting from then, the weather should be nice. Maybe clouds, maybe not as much of a sunshine as today, but still very, very nice for your stay here in our lovely region. In terms of temperatures, today, perfect weather, 23 degrees, as I've said, here in the zone. The temperatures in general are increasing in a lot of parts in Spain, except for some north parts. But tomorrow, it's not going to be the case. Tomorrow, we will have more or less 16, 17 degrees here in the zone, which still, if you're coming from a country where you have minus or plus 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees, it's still going to be amazing weather for you these. Temperatures today in other areas. In Alicante, also 23 degrees and sunny. Barcelona, 12. Granada, 18. Sevilla, same 18 degrees. Malaga, 24. Madrid, 15. Murcia, 22. Balearic Islands, 14 degrees today. Canarian, 21, 22. And Valencia, same 23 degrees. Tomorrow, as I've said, slightly less. But once we get the sunshine back again going here, it's going to be the same 20 degrees once again. So we're enjoying basically spring weather in the middle of January. These are all the news for today, my dears. I hope you enjoyed watching them. And we will see each other tomorrow on a new video here on the channel where I'll be showing you the winter edition of the Sunday market in Benidorm. We will be having a small chat with some of these sellers and asking them, is the situation good? Did they see any kind of tourists at all? And are people buying the goods? Or if the situation is really, really bad on the Sunday market right now. Also, I'll show you all the goodies and nice stuff that you can purchase on the market. See you tomorrow in the video. Bye!